today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. Chargers versus Locke and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more...
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Locke.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Locke taking the snap at 1. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Here is Geis, the ball carrier. Amani Hooker up for the tackle. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Caleb on Chason.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Henry.
At the Chargers, 42.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Henry on the carry.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So here come the Chargers with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately for himself and his team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings
out of his end zone, Rivers. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Allen! DK Metcalf. 98 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wildcard teams, and when you're a wildcard team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game, but there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season, pass rush. Remember how big that was?
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
We see Drew Locke in the offense coming back on. And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Try to forget about that pick six last time out. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke, a short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Locke able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
On first down, Locke. Henry's got it out on the left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. To throw again on second down. Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Shoving through the defense. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air again here, Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Chargers.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's got his man on the outline. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Locke to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run forward with Henry. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play fake. Rivers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Locke gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hooker up for the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Locke working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Darius on the stop. A gain of a yard.
Now to the air. Locke. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
5 yards on the play. And it's
shotgun snap to Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own.
LA readies for its next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something
well.
else. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like it'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up second and one.
Again, it's Henry.
43 yards.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Locke now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It leads to second and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Locke. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcel Darius with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 2.
On second down now. It's Hunt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. To throw it is Locke. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers, a short throw caught by Andrews. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Mark Andrews.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing Rivers. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, it's Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the 1st as he's dropped at the 46.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for him again. This time it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
No.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. A quick slant to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, there was something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.